how did you pick the 28 songs that made this record, and why do a double record?
It was a dartboard.
Okay.
That we had.
Nice.
We put up 38 songs on the dartboard.
It's like Rick's face.
We blindfolded Rick and then gave him intravenous absinthe for about 3 days.
Threw darts at him.
And then we threw darts at him, actually, instead of the dartboard. And whatever song he would scream out.
That was what made the final cut?
Yeah. He's still recovering, actually, from that. It was a kind of an ugly... Yeah, John got a little carried away. He started using those garden darts. We're like, John, use the little darts. He's like, no, I like the big ones.
No blowguns, no slingshots, just straight garden darts?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, 28 songs. We had 38,
right.
And we didn't know if we needed 20 or 28, but we just, we sat down in a room together with Rick and basically started voting. And we had this very emotional and intense, but kind of accurate voting session where we all agreed which songs absolutely had to be on that record, and then which songs should be on the record, even though it wasn't unanimous. Maybe the song, got 3 votes out of 5. And we thought about it. We really thought that we needed every song to be covering kind of a different base, and we didn't want to repeat ourselves, and we didn't want to water it down. We just wanted it to be representative of the 2-year-long experience that we had. And I think we did kind of a perfect job of choosing what should have been on that record.
What's the deal with the Jupiter and the Mars? Why the division and why the 2 names?
The simple answer is because we didn't want to have 1 and 2 or A and B.
Right.
We felt like the 2 halves of this record really kind of rotate around each other, as opposed to, in this kind of linear one's first, one is second. It's really not like that. It's a body of music that work together, and you have to divide it because of disk space or whatever.
But there's no inherent cosmological imagery that somehow...
There probably is. There probably is some some unintended. Actually, when we were coming up with which songs went on Jupiter and which went on Mars, and we were debating and shuffling a little bit, at one point we realized that a song called "Death of a Martian" actually closed the Mars disc.
And it was incidental.
It was accidental.
It was incidental, accidental, cosmological, astrological, philosophical, and rockopotamus.
Yeah.
Random.
Yeah.
That's all hell.
Yeah. It was. The cosmos are a factor.
Okay.
And the cosmos are a factor, and we just wanted each disc, to stand on its own as its own record, because people are going to get the double disc, and they're going to have one in their car and the other one up their butt, and they're not going to know what to do with them, And so if you just have one, you can listen to it, and they're both really...
Which I've actually patented, by the way.
The butt playing device.
Yeah.
Millions, man.
Yeah.
On top of millions.
No, it's a new thing. We've been talking to the people at the big computer corporations about it. You can actually get an anal implant of this record, and it's going to be the first record that you can do it with, and it vibrates the music all up through your cavity.
Yeah. Very strong bass.
You get used to the cord dangling after a while. At first it's kind of like, whoa, but then eventually you don't even notice it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, do you have a name for it? Like something variation of iTunes, like Ass Tunes?
It's actually called iCrack.
iCrack?
Yeah.
iCrack.
Yeah.
Nice.